Today we're going to take a look at the next generation of cloud-to-cloud backup from AvePoint. We are looking at Joanna's OneDrive for Business today, and in this scenario, Joanna has actually been working with some of her coworkers on a new project. And unfortunately, while Joanna had an excellent PowerPoint presentation on the progress made on the project thus far, she seems to have accidentally deleted or lost track of where another presentation was, which actually tracked the details of the project's progress through bugs and other resolutions. So what Joanna has done is filed a help ticket with IT to actually find and discover that missing documentation. So she's looking at her OneDrive, everything's missing. She files a support ticket and says, hey, I'm missing some really important information on the XT1000 project. Is there anything that you can find as the service provider to restore this content back? Now, typically, this would be a huge problem if the content was removed from her recycle bin. It wouldn't be really easy to get back. IT would have to jump on the phone, call Microsoft, set up a recovery window, and roll back Joanna's entire OneDrive for Business drive to a point in time where those documents existed. Now, that's not always easy and convenient, but what is easy and convenient is our new cloud backup. Here, you're looking at the centralized home screen where we provide backup and recovery services for every component of Office 365, whether that's your business critical mail in Exchange Online, your personal files stored in OneDrive for Business, your team sites and collaboration sites in SharePoint, or if you're leveraging new and exciting features in Office 365 groups and you have a lot of business critical content there, we back up all of that with a single one-time configuration, and then after that, we run your backups automatically up to 4 times a day and allow you single item level recovery from any of these sources. So today we're going to take a look at OneDrive in particular and show you just how easy it is to do a restore. From our home screen, we simply navigate to our restore interface. We want to get something back from OneDrive for Business for Joanna. So what we're going to do is simply search by her name, and here we have her account. We search through our data and we've discovered Joanna's OneDrive. Now, to talk about the flexibility of the restore, we can see here a very simple interface that would allow us with one click to actually restore all of Joanna's content to a specific point in time. And you can see here we can select from previous backups that were completed. We could roll everything back to the June 13th date. But Joanna is specifically interested in the XT1000 content, and we don't want to ruin any of the other work that she's done. So what we're able to do is actually go down to the document level. You'll see we have the ability to robustly search at a file level, and we know from her email that she was looking for something related to this project. So we're just going to do a text search and see what comes up. And as the application goes through the backup data related to her OneDrive, we can see that there are a number of items that relate to that project. And we can see here, in particular, she wanted to restore the bug fixes. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just select those files and fire off a restore. Now, obviously, just to be safe, you can handle certain conflicts. Maybe you don't want to overwrite the folders, you only want to overwrite the documents. Whatever level of control and flexibility you want, you have that with this application. And so we can decide here that if there are any conflicts with the site, the folder, list, or library, we can skip them. At the content level, we want to make sure that the latest copy of the content that we have in our backup is the one that's going to get restored. We obviously have other options. If you're restoring a large quantity of data, maybe you want to be careful and ensure that you're only restoring data that's the most recent copy and you're not overwriting any new changes or deltas. So today we're going to go ahead and choose the overwrite option, and today we're going to restore it to Joanna's OneDrive. If we wanted to restore it to her manager's OneDrive, to a team site, or another location, we could do that as well very easily with a single click, and even handle advanced scenarios, for example, mapping it to her manager, mapping it to another user. But for today, we're going to keep it simple and just kick off a restore. Now, from the IT admin's perspective, that's all that needs to be done. You receive the request, some light information on the content that was corrupt, accidentally deleted, or lost. We were able to then, based on just knowing the user's name and some simple information about the document, locate it in our backup, and with just a few clicks, kick off a restore process. You can see here in the activity report interface detailed information, not just about backup jobs that are in progress. For example, you can see here we're automatically backing up OneDrive, we're backing up Office 365 groups, and there's also a SharePoint backup that's in progress as well. The request that Joanna made has also been queued up, and we can see here and monitor the progress of that restore. We can also see here, once the restore is completed, we are notified that the restore was finalized. We have a timestamp of when that content was reported or restored, and we can generate a detailed report if we'd like. Obviously, in this case, we can actually go ahead and look at Joanna's OneDrive, refresh the page, and we'll see here that her bug fixes content has been restored.